Joe Scarborough has been locked in a nasty feud with the you-know-who in the administration for a while now. And he told Stephen Colbert that it has him making a big change. What was that? Did you see that?
It was gaffer's tape. I thought it was a bat.
Oh. I thought, because, you know, we get visitations from flies that are this big.
That's a big fly, Whoopi.
Well, you know, we've had bigger.
Scared me to death.
Okay. Take a look at the clip.
You have to ask yourself, what exactly is the Republican Party willing to do? How far are they willing to go? How much of this country and our values are they willing to sell out?
But aren't you a Republican?
I am a Republican, but I'm not going to be a Republican anymore. I've got to become an independent.
So you think you'll be seeing more of this kind of thing?
Yeah. Since 2015, 23% of Republican voters ages 18 to 29 have switched parties. Yeah, and I think it's in large part because of the divisiveness.
The party has such a broad range right now. You have people that have been Republicans for years that are old school conservatives, but then you have Tea Party, you have nationalists, you have people that I feel like in the party you're seeing like the alt-right, you're seeing things that, and so when you call someone a Republican or they say they are, you don't quite know what that means
anymore.
Yeah.
What made you switch?
I mean, I left. I'm just wondering, Joe, what took so long? Because there was a lot of pre-Donald Trump, there was a lot of concerns I had. I used to be a registered Republican. I left not because I left the party, but because I felt that the party left me, that I was someone who was espousing freedom and liberty, and that wasn't what the party was about. The party was about bailouts, taxpayer-funded bailouts for Wall Street. The party was about conversion therapy. That's not about freedom.
It still is.
That's not. So I'm just wondering why he needed Trump to facilitate that. If you're standing for freedom and you're standing for low taxes and liberty, right now, to me, you're not standing with the GOP platform. You may be standing with some Republicans that are in office, but that platform needs to change.
Isn't that the platform now? I mean, and I think it's significant.
The platform has conversion therapy in it. It's insanity.
It's significant, though, that he did it because he was a Republican congressman from Florida, Scarborough, for many years, right, from 1994 to 2001. So I think his statement, he needs to get a little bit of props for that.
He got a lot of flack for positioning himself to be friendly towards Trump for a while, Mika. But, you know, I give him credit. Better late than never. He has come full circle, and now he's really turned on him big time. So good for him. Good for him.
I think the party... What you were saying, there's several aspects. I think there needs to be a split there because I see people who are wearing the label Republican in there that are really fighting for things that I believe in as a libertarian, fighting for freedom, fighting for low taxes, not fighting for taxpayer subsidizing insurance company with taxpayer money. That's not supposed to be a Republican principle.
I'd like to talk just a minute about Donald Trump Jr.'s relationship with his father.
Okay.
Because one of the tweets that Donald Sr. put out was that he's a high-quality person, he wrote. Which is like, you know, talking about your sheets, you know, you're talking about your sheets. 500 thread sheet. And then I read, I believe it was in the New York Times, they can correct me if I'm wrong, that the boy did not speak to his father for a whole year. So
when was that?
When he was in college, I think, or when this is the information that I got, and I'm not a journalist, but, you know, maybe I'm right, maybe I'm not, but this was what I read. That the father, Senior, what do you call him?
Just call him Senior and Junior, we get it.
Senior and Junior. Senior, when he divorced Ivana and was going out with Marla, that was all over the tabloids. And I think that what the boy said was that the father was encouraging this, and that made him very angry because he loved his mother and didn't like it, and he stopped speaking. So I think that a lot of what's going on is very much in a Shakespearean, you know, King Learish level, and that this kid was trying to please his father by going to the Russians. A lot of that, it's like, Daddy, please love me. Obviously, he only loves Ivanka. He ignores Tiffany. This one is just a quality person sheet. Eric, I think he ignores Eric. So I think that the kid they have issues in the family, and maybe that's what's going on. Psychologically speaking, and it's armchair psychology. But
as a doctor, not a journalist.
I'm not a doctor, but I play one on television.
That's actually a very interesting analysis if you think about it, because if he's trying to please his father, then of course he's going to go and have this appetite.
He's stupid. It's not just that he's stupid. He's needy.
Or did he know this would look terrible for his father and he did it to spite him? That's the other
The
side.
father, wait, one more point.
You
The
never
father,
know.
you might have noticed that the kid is taking the hit. Right away, it was put out immediately, oh, Donald Sr. had nothing to do with it. He didn't even know about the meeting. Yeah, like I'm going to believe that.
But in addition
I got a
to
bridge
saying-
to sell you, you know?
In addition to saying he was soft like a set of sheets or whatever, he said
500 thread, high quality.
high quality. Sorry, he said he was transparent, which was a word choice that I found interesting because remember when he first the emails were released and we said why would he do this and we couldn't understand and then we found out the New York Times was the reason he did it.
Right.
They called them for comment and said we're going to release these.
Right.
And so the fact that Donald Trump Sr. would say and he's so transparent, I'm like,
yeah.
couldn't you have gone a different direction with
Times
that? Like he's
forced
really
his
a
hand.
funny guy or something.
The Times
like
forced
yeah.
his hand.
He's really a funny
He's a really
guy.
funny guy. You got to
End
meet him sometime.
Well,
Interesting.
you kind of just gotta love that it took a full day for him to use the word fake news.
Oh, yeah.
Took a whole day. You know, because you didn't hear jack from him until late in the evening. You know, what did he say? Oh, he's a very nice boy. What did he say?
He's
He's high quality.
He's high
And
quality.
transparent. And transparent.
High
And
quality.
Washington,
And innocent.
too. We'll be right back.